Okay, so the following poster focuses on Deutsche Präpositionen. Again, I'm just going to go through each of the prepositions that take each case to complement your teaching and worksheets or exercises that you have in class. So we already know that the German nominative case is der, die, das, die, der for masculine, die for feminine, das for neuter, and die for plural. And I have the M, F, N, T for neuter, P for plural, beside each of the definite articles. You'll also find these letters beside each noun in the dictionary to let you know the case so that you can make a sentence. So prepositions in German change the case or the definite article of the noun in the sentence. In English, we don't have to worry about that. However, in German, the der, die, das, die will change according to the preposition that you use. Again, I'm just going to go through the list and the formation. The complement exercise used in classroom. I'm not going to go through examples as that could be too exhaustive. I may make another video on each Deutsche Präpositionen mit dem Accusative, mit dem Dativ, mit dem Genitiv oder die andere Präpositionen, but as I say, it's not the focus of this video. So Deutsche Präpositionen mit dem Accusative is, and I've written them in a kind of a rhyme that I've learned off. So durch, für, gegen, wieder, entlang, ohne Wiss. Durch, für, gegen, wieder, entlang, ohne Wiss. So durch, to or by, für, for, gegen, against, towards, around or at, wieder, against, entlang, along, ohne, without, and bis, until, as far as. So, for the accusative case in the definite article, we know that der, die, das, die changes to den, die, das, die. So the only change is in the masculine, der, changing to den. So all the others, they do not change. And I have them in a small little circle or oblong circle beside the Deutsche Präpositionen mit dem Accusative, so you can see that der changes to den. So if you're saying using preposition with a der word, it changes to durch den, für den, gegen den, den. I've stated that with für. If you have für plus das, it's acceptable to write or say fürs. Likewise with if you use with das, it's So the example I think I've had is Leben gekommen, because again, Leben is a verb that's been used as a noun, so it is a neuter. So again, going on to Deutsche Präpositionen mit dem Dativ. Again, aus, bei, mit, nach, seit, von, zu, gegenüber. Aus, out of, by, at or near. Mit, with, nach, towards or after. Seit is reference to since, but in reference to a time. Von is from. Zu is to, and gegenüber is opposite. So again, the der, die, das, die. If you're changing it to the dative case, we know that the der, die, das, die changes to dem, der, dem, den. And I have it beside the preposition, so M, F, N, T, plural. Note that when you have the word zu plus dem goes to zum, Z-U-M. Zu plus die goes to zur, Z-U-R. And then lastly, when you write gegenüber, it normally goes to the end of the sentence. Less used and less taught or instructed is the Deutsche Präpositionen mit dem Genitiv. Now we know that the accusative case, being the object of a sentence, the dative is the receiver, the person is receiving the object. The genitive shows possession, something where there's a relation between two objects or persons. So the der, die, das, die in the genitive case changes to des, der. And again, we know that for the M, F, NT, and plural. So again, prepositions that take the genitive case are außerhalb, out of, innerhalb, inside of, während, during, wenn ich, because of, trotz, in spite of, binnen, within, again within a time frame, inmitten, in the middle of, dank, thanks to, infolge, due to or because to, anstatt, instead of, but you can just leave out the an and have statt for instead of, bezüglich, concerning or regarding, you'd see that in very formal letters, abzüglich, less, minus, und günstigen, in favor of or in the interest of. Again, so you can see that the latter half of the genitive prepositions would be very elevated speech. Another one I have there is that I don't have written is mangel, M-A-N-G-E-L. So it means because of, but because of a derogatory situation. So I may do a video discussing how to utilize each of these cases later on, and I have another video talking about German prepositions, Deutsche Präpositionen, that take entweder the accusative or the dative. Just as a kind of a pre-teaching of that, I call them dream verbs. So you would know that the DREAM, dative rest, accusative motion. So, but again, I'll discuss that in another video.